Alright, so I'm giving you an update on Tate, like I said yesterday. Alright, so first thing, I get in the woods this morning about 6 o'clock. Alright, I knew it was going to be a good day because the air was real crisp, it was real cool and everything. You know what I'm talking about? Got up in my stand, got ready and everything. And nothing happened. Along there about 8:01, alright, I see this heifer of a doe. And I could tell by her body language she had a buck with her. So I was like, alright, I'm gonna wait this one out. I mean, she's a real shootable doe. I mean, she a big one. Now, when I tell you she a big one, look like she could outlast everybody at a buffet line. You know what I'm talking about? I waited, and that doe locked eyes with me. And we locked eyes, and we just stared at each other. All right? It was magic there for a little bit. All right? So she went to piffling on about everything. You know, I saw her eating some acorns on the ground, so I was like, all right now. And I just kept my gun up there, and I was like, man, I know something with her, man. I know it. About that time, she's eating her acorns on the ground. She bolts, man, just bolts out the woods. I was like, gosh, dog. About that time, old Tate walks himself out. Said, boy, I knew it. As soon as Tate walked out them woods, he took off. I was like, gosh, dog, I missed my chance. So I'm like, man, he got to be able to hear me, man. He got to be able to hear me. So I'm like, nothing, man, nothing happened. 10 minutes later, here she comes again. Same doe. Now I know Tate's with her. So I'm like, all right, just be patient. I'm sitting there and, you know, she's piffling around, eating her an acorn or two. At that time, boom, she dolts off again, and boom, Tate's right behind her, man. I didn't even get a shot on him. Fast forward the clock, it's about 8:30 now. And I see her walking straight towards me from the very end of the wood line. I said, all right. Got my gun up there. I'm watching him. I'm like, yep, he ain't got her yet. He ain't got her yet now. About that time, I see something white do that number right there. I said, oh, that's Tate. I look a little better, zoom in a little bit on my scope, and sure enough, all I can see is that tail flapping. He's in the woods somewhere. All right, can't really see him yet, but he's in there. She's piffling around doing her thing, you know, everything. And then out he walks. He struts his tail. He walks out there. There's a tree limb about, 12 feet in the air. That son gun gets on his hind legs and does his number right chump. So I'm like, man, I don't know why you're doing that. That doe's right there. She knows you're there, man. I was like, man, I ain't got a shot now. Because he's walking straight towards me. She's done turned broadside. I could have shot her 4 or 5 times by this time. He's walking straight toward her. I can't get a shot on her because she's in the way. I'm like, man, I wish she'd get out the way. So I know what I'll do. I get that bunk called and I'm like, he ain't paying me no mind, man. He ain't paying me no attention at all. It's like, gosh, dog. About that time, as soon as she perks up and sees him, boom, she takes off, man. He takes off with her. This went on for 41 minutes. Never seen him again. They never came out. So I know he got her. I know he got her up in them woods. So here's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. I think when I go hunt again Sunday evening, you know, I'm gonna go to church that morning, you know, give my praise to Jesus and everything. Whenever I get up in them woods, I think I'm gonna go with that sun gun bed net. I'm almost positive I know where that sun gun's laying up at. I don't think I'm gonna take my AR this time. I think I'm gonna take my 870 with some buckshot and sit up in there. I'm gonna wait for him. I'm gonna call that sun gun in. All right, there's a story on Tate. You know, he's still alive. He's still well, chasing them does and everything. All right, we're gonna see how it smarts. That's number 6. That's hunt number 6. That sun gun outsmarted me again. All right. However, we're gonna keep doing it. That's why it's called hunting, man. Sometimes you get the best of them. Sometimes they get the best of you. All right, now.